Don't be scared, listeners. We are back with two very special guests today. You know them for being gospel singers. You know them for being reality show stars. You know them for being sisters.
Tell the truth.
We have Erica and Tina Campbell of Mary Mary.
Yeah.
You almost drowned me.
Y'all like that? I told you I was going in. I did not warn you.
That was all right.
You like that?
That was all right. We never did no drum solo.
This is special for y'all.
This is just for y'all. Just for y'all.
He's been waiting for this day for quite some time. He's very excited.
He's a fan. He's a fan. So we have the new season of your reality show on WeTV, and I just wanted to get you to speak on a little bit more. You said God saved your marriage, and I think that's very brave for you to come out on the show and talk about what happened with you and your husband. We heard some things happen with a car, and something got damaged with the car.
Black.
But obviously, you guys are in a good place,
I had to
putting out music together.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad before it got. I mean, I crashed 3 cars. You know what I mean? I damaged a whole bunch of stuff, cut up a bunch of stuff, damaged some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Took a hammer to his car. I never shot him. Not one. I was a hammer that did that. I was an angry.
A hammer, not a hammer.
Like a
Well, get angry.
No, I'm not a gun. First of all, I respect my children. I respect my neighborhood. I would never compromise our living scenario because I'm in my neighborhood acting like a plum fool and a criminal, shooting things up. That would be stupid. So I didn't do that. I went into everybody's way. It was the middle of the day. You hear noises and all that. And I went there and helped myself and took out some of my pain, which was stupid because, ultimately his money is my money. So I wasted a whole lot of our money being angry. But I went and beat the car up, with a hammer and some scissors and a bat.
Did you have that moment, that Angela Bassett moment? Did you throw your hand in the air as you walked away from the it wasn't cathartic in any way, shape, or form?
That wasn't my feeling because I did crash up 3 cars. Well, I ruined that one and then I crashed the other 2.
She was not playing.
I was angry.
I feel you.
I was angry, and afterwards I always felt like, well, this is stupid because now his money, which is your money, got to go pay for this.
Right.
This is dumb. What is this revenge thing that you're doing? Like, you ain't gonna never undo it. You're just gonna keep destroying everything, ruining everything, and the money that's in your account's got to come out to fix all of this stuff. Because insurance ain't gonna cover this car because you just crashed.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Now we out of tens of thousands to go fix my dumb mistake.
Right.
So I made a bunch of dumb choices because I was angry. But ultimately, I realized all that anger wasn't getting me nowhere. And at the end of the day, I love this man, and I believe that he was better than what he did. But it took me a minute to process what he did and to deal with forgiveness. And then it also took him a minute to process what he did, why he did it, find out why, and make a decision that he wanted to be a better man and actually start practicing that. So we went through that process, and God really did save our marriage. So I'm okay with everything that I did, everything that happened. It was part of my journey. Nobody has to expose anything on me. I tell my whole truth. I don't live a crazy kind of, I don't got no secrets. So it ain't. I don't. People can't hold that over my head.
Listening to you guys, I'm gonna do a little pun here. It's safe to say that you love God.
Yes.
Love God.
If you don't love God, what's wrong with you? Can we talk about the trap?
You've been saying that. You done worked on that all.
I did. I wrote that down. I was like, put that in
Trying to act
there.
like this was random.
Let's talk about the trap gospel song.
I didn't call it a trap gospel song.
But other people did.
I heard something on the radio that bothered me.
Okay.
And I know that music is powerful. I think what you say over and over becomes how you think and eventually becomes how you live. So I was thinking about a lot of young people, saying I'm in love with the Coco. And I was like, I just want to give him something else to say. Maybe that's his truth and he wrote that song and he put it out. Fine.
Right.
But since I'm a songwriter and I have the ability to infiltrate other areas, I figured I'd write something that has people saying over and over, I love God. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? And the what's wrong with you is not like a condescending. It's like you don't understand the peace that you can have, the grace that you have. I'm forgiven. I'm loved. I'm blessed. You know what I mean? It's like I want people to understand the benefits of a life with God. A lot of people's like, if you get saved, you can't do this, you can't do this. I want to tell people what they can have, or what they can do. You know what I mean? The peace that you have, the love that you have, the favor and grace that you have. So that was the purpose of the song. And everybody don't go to church. Everybody don't listen to traditional music.
Sure.
So I think
Take church to them.
Yeah, I gotta take it to them where they are on a level where they can understand.
Well, let me say this, let me just take us. I just want to say, as a onlooker for a minute, it's kind of crazy. You're a gospel artist. You take a picture in something form-fitting or something seductive, I guess, to other people, and people leave comments and call you names and say all these things, but you're a gospel artist. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how much, courage or strength it takes to not cuss people out on a daily basis. Not cuss people out about y'all being on stage and having black outfits on. And
why is it so tight?
my mama, shout out to my mama, but
Shout out to
she might watch this. Why they got that on? Why did they?
Listen,
yeah.
my mama has said that sometimes.
My mom has said it sometimes, but my
Yeah, your
mom
clothes
was
be too
a
tight. Your clothes be too tight. Mama, your clothes too tight. But when you see me on TV, you like, Mama, you got a nice shape, and I see it because your outfit shows me. No disrespect to my mom.
Right.
But what happens is when you're sitting up on front and you're on the stage, and I happen to move, people tell me that you move sexy. What I'm trying to give my sex appeal to somebody for, I got a husband. I'm
Right.
giving him all of that. I don't need to give it to nobody on stage.
Right,
What I'm selling
right.
for. I'm already on lockdown. So we don't have an agenda, but when people have agendas, you up there selling your sex. You up there came up there trying to figure out whose man can you get. You wore your clothes tight so somebody can see yours. So if you see my shape, you think my agenda is the same, but sometimes people's intent is what dictates what's coming out of your
feeling is a
mouth.
little
Different.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Eric.
My thing is this. When I wore the dress, I just had my baby shortly there. A little while before that, I was working on my weight. And
The dress that was up to your neck and down to your ankles. Don't
Right.
miss it. That's only acceptable one.
I had showed my family. I sent it to my husband, my mama, Tina, everybody was like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful." So we went with the picture. Sometimes sexuality does make some people uncomfortable.
Right.
I think it's something that God created and the enemy perverted. I think that it is a beautiful thing that God designed, and we are so afraid to live our lives that we just kind of live in this box because of what I don't want anybody to think. If your heart is in the right place, you can't let people vilify you for looking beautiful. I think there's a lot of women in the church that dumb down how they look because I don't want people to think. If the light is inside you and you got good intentions, just keep going. Everybody not gonna like you.
Right.
Everybody not gonna be on your team. That's
You're
okay.
right.
I don't get offended. I'm not gonna cuss them out. I just say God bless you and I block them if they go too
I was going to say that. Do you block them?
God bless.
You have to.
But I'll give them an encouragement. God bless you. It's okay that you don't like my music. You
By
can
the
go
way,
with somebody else.
this is our last
Consider
interaction.
this our
Right.
last interaction.
Wow.
God bless
Thank
you.
and have a great
Blocked.
life. Blocked.
Spam.
Yeah.
So, I understand it, man.